As my mom says, my Grammy and I have a secret life together. When I was in middle school and high school, I was the number one at the end of each year for the amount of days missed. This is because whenever I called Grammy to come pick me up, she never said no. I would always sit in the nurse's office and wait to hear her voice say, "I'm here for my granddaughter Samantha," even though they already knew who she was and who she was there with. Each time we would go to Ober's to her favorite shop, where she would buy a sandwich, a Pepsi, and a newspaper, and a coffee. She went to Ober's for everything. This is where her life was. She raised her family here, all 7 of her children. She even went there to go to the ShopRite, despite there was one 10 minutes away from her house. I used to love that house, the way how it smelled and the way how it looked. I loved when she told me stories about all the life that was lived in it. When I was younger, gray skies and wind alone could make me believe a hurricane was coming. But she would tell me, "Hush now, the rain is the baby angels crying, the thunder is the angels bowling, and the lightning is God taking pictures." Still to this day I think of that, and I tell the children who I babysit the same thing when they get scared. My last memory with my Grammy was on a beautiful warm fall day where we were taking a walk in the park near my house where I wanted to show her the lake. I remember how beautiful she looked. She was wearing a yellow sweater and she looked like a painting up against the beautiful fall leaves. We talked about life, about death, about her past. She loved telling me stories about her life and I loved listening to them. She was my go-to person for everything. I would never be able to find the amount of comfort that I had in her and anybody else. I miss the warmth of her hands on my face. I miss the way how she used to rub my chin with her nose whenever it was cold. Rub my nose with her chin whenever it was cold. I miss her so much. But then I heard this poem and it went like this. The sun, the moon, the wind, the stars will forever be around, reminding you of the love you shared and the peace she's finally found. My Grammy, Dorothy Autry, loved life, and life loved her back. Though we cannot see her anymore, she is still here. We are her legacy. Without her, there would be no us. The heartbeats that we feel beating in our chests beat because of her, as well as the future heartbeats that have yet to be created. Whenever you look in the mirror, just know that she's there looking back at you. She's the crystal blue eyes, the blonde hair, the chin, the lips, the nose. She is a part of each of us. Because someone we love is in heaven, there is a little bit of heaven in our hearts.